in this iron frame. Every mile marker looks and feels exactly the same. I left the city lights, buried them in the rearview glass, watching the seasons and the empty flyovers pass. The slab is calling, language only I can speak. 6 days of running, the spirit's never feeling weak. The sun goes down, but the wheels keep spinning around. The lonesome king on this concrete hardened ground, holding the line, holding the heavy soul, losing my sense of where the horizon takes control. I'm caught in a room, 6 days on the slab again, chasing the white lines, running from the ghost of men. It's a beautiful trap, a circle with no end in sight, rolling through the shadows, burning up the center of the night. Cold coffee steam rising like a morning prayer. There's a heavy kind of freedom in this diesel-scented air. Every exit ramp is a story that I'll never tell, between the highway heaven and the interstate hell. I've seen the stars fall over the great divide with nothing but the ghost of the road by my side. Gravity pulls, but the diesel pushes back, staying on the needle, staying on the track. 6 days gone, 6 days back, heart on the wheel, life on the track. I'm caught in the loop, 6 days on the slab again, chasing the white lines, running from the ghost of men. It's a beautiful trap, a circle with no end in sight, rolling through the shadow, running up the center of the night. Endless loop, 6 days on the slab, keep rolling.
Last night we had the hammer down, running through the stadium. That's a break of one, Nolly's and Maddie out there tonight. We got 1,000 miles of blacktop and the stars are looking bright. No whiskey join the convoy.
Keep rolling.
It's something in the sun, painting lines across the dash, watching the shadows of the pines in a golden amber flash. I'm 1,000 miles from nowhere, but I'm exactly where I belong, to the rhythm of the engine singing in its lonesome song. The orange light is fading, but my vision's crystal clear, leaving every doubt and every shadow in the mirror. The sky is catching fire, and the road is turning gold. The story of the interstate that's never been fully told. I'm holding on to the wheel, I'm holding on to the pride, with the spirit of the highway running deep inside. I'm locked on the 11-4, chasing down the light between the golden hour and the coming of the night. It's a different day of freedom, a different kind of grace, finding my reflection in this wide and open space. Every mile is a memory, every bridge is a prayer. There's a silent kind of magic in this cooling evening air. The dashboard starts to glow with a steady amber hue, guiding me through the twilight like I always knew. I don't need a destination, I don't need a place to stay, just the 11-4 pulsing, leading me away. The sun might dip below the line, but the pride of the soul, watching the world under my control. Sun goes down, gears go up, heart is full, holding the cup. Sun goes down, gears go up, heart is full. I'm locked on the wild force, chasing down the light between the golden hour and the coming of the night. Is a different kind of freedom, a different kind of grace, finding my reflection in this wide and open space. Orange on the horizon, locked on the line, keep going. You got a fast truck and I got a plan to get us out of here. I've been working at the loading dock just to face my inner fear. Maybe together we can get somewhere, any city along the line. Checking the manifest, making sure we're running right on time. You see the red line creeping, you see the needle start to fly. We're leaving all the ghosts behind under the Carolina sky. I had a feeling that I belong. I've been everywhere, man, from the glitz to the gravel, like in the map, every mile I unravel. I'm in a high-class cab looking out at the pines, passing through the valley in the state borderline. I put my life in a gear, put the weight on the slab, checking my manifest in the center of the cab. From the skyline of Charlotte to the dust of Reno, I'm playing for keeps, this ain't no casino. I'm on a different level, I'm in a different lane. Nothing but the 11-4 I'm pulsing in my vein. The road is a runway, the lights are looking gold. Gets old. I've been a real man across the great divide with 100 tons of steel and a veteran's pride. I'm rolling first class on the interstate line. Everything is heavy and everything is fine. Memphis and Mobile, feeling the thunder through the grip of the wheel. San Antonio, Phoenix, and the lights of LA. I've seen 1,000 sunsets at the end of the day. Seattle to Miami through the snow and the heat. I'm the only one dancing on this concrete beat. Every city is a notch, every mile is a win. Waiting for the moment that the again. And before I touch the coast and I've climbed the peak, the language of the road is the only one I speak. Across the plains where the wild winds blow, I'm the master of the long haul show. Dukes on the Main, Dallas to Spain, all in the drive, feeling I've been everywhere, man, across the great divide with 100 tons of steel and a veteran's pride. I'm rolling first class on the interstate line. Everything is heavy. Every city, keep rolling. I have this thing where I get older, but just never get to sleep. Chasing goals across the state line, secrets that I have to keep. Midnight's become my afternoon. The coffee's cold and black, watching for a friendly signal, but nobody's looking back. I stare directly into the headlights, never at the moment another lonesome driver, always on the midnight run. It's me, I'm the ghost upon the line. It's me, broadcasting to the shadows of the tall and lonely tree. I'm a ghost in a machine, I'm a heartbeat in the steel, searching for a human echo behind this iron wheel. It's a little voice on the CB calling through the rain, trying to find a frequency to ease the heavy strain. I'm the problem on the highway, drifting through the gray, waiting for a lonesome soul to head my lonesome way. Sometimes I feel like everybody is a winner on the road, while I'm just a weary monster with a heavy duty load. They're all sleeping in their houses, dreaming in their beds, while I'm dodging white line fever and the shadows in my head. Check the mirror, check the gauges, check the spirit one more time. Am I moving forward or just running out of time? I wake up just to keep the hammer down between the empty sky and the sleeping town. Static is the only friend I know. Everywhere I go, it's a lonesome show.
Static sky, broken signal, miles to go, heavy heart.
It's a little voice on the CB calling through the rain, trying to find a frequency to ease the heavy strain. I'm a problem on a highway, drifting through the gray, waiting for a lonesome soul to head my lonesome way. Here come on, man. Is anybody here? Keep rolling. quiet one, drifting in the mist, the kind of lonesome ghost that doesn't exist. I'm the phantom in the fog, moving like a dream. Nothing's ever really quite the way it's gonna seem. Floating through the neon, burning through the cold, a midnight legend that's never been told. Rain starts falling, but there ain't no sound, just the heavy tires hovering above the ground, passing through the valley where the signals fade. I'm the master of the secret that the highway made. Check your mirror, see the grill of chrome. I'm the one who's never gonna find a way home. Duh. Echoes in the canyon, signals in the dark, chasing down the phantom, leaving out a mark. Ghost in the gears, smoke in the light, fading away. I'm the phantom in the fog, moving like a dream. Nothing's ever really quite the way it's gonna seem. Floating through the neon, burning through the cold, a midnight legend, listening in the dark. Just a ghost in the fog. Keep rolling.
I used to spend my nights in a diner's lonesome glow, watching the rain against the window, nowhere left to go. But you're as smooth as a diesel when the gears are shifting right, as sweet as a morning sun breaking through the night. I've had my fill of the bitter black coffee and the cold, but the thought of you waiting is worth more than any gold. I've searched for the meaning in the white lines on the road, carrying the weight of a heavy-duty load. But you're the only reason I keep pushing through the gale. The wind in my spirit, the wind in my sail. Get in room, Ellie. Dashboard lights are glowing like a beacon in the gray, reminding me of every word that I forgot to say. There's a picture on the visor, worn and fading at the edge, keeping me from drifting over any lonesome ledge. Strawberry wine is sweet, but your kiss is even more. I'm counting down the moments till I walk through that front door. I've been as lonesome as a ghost on a midnight haul, waiting for the moment I can answer your call. Across the empty valleys and the mountains high and blue, everything I'm doing it for you. Steady wheel, heavy heart, coming home, never part. I'm just keep rolling home to the love I know is true. Every mile I travel is a mile I spend with you. Oh, stay. Keep rolling home. Keep rolling. I'm just a long haul dollar, traveling this moonlight, driven more shoulder just to drop this heavy load. The wildlife there on this Atlantic air, burning up the midnight with 1,000 diesel. I'm running from my demons, but they're catching up in gear, watching all my shadows disappear inside the mirror. And I'm only 1 mile from the edge of the line, praying that the stars and the signal align. The coffee rushing. Keep rolling. I've seen the sunrise over the Rockies 1,000 times before, but nothing feels as good as the sight of that welcome door. I lived my youth on the interstate, my heart on the asphalt line, trading the years for the heavy loads, just trying to make 'em mine. They say the road is a jealous lover, she never lets you go. But I'm cutting the ties to the midnight sky and the lonesome radio show. The exit ramp is calling and the lights are looking bright. I'm pulling in the driveway at the center of the night. No more running from the ghosts, no more chasing down the wind. This is where the long haul ends, where my life begins. Yeah, I'm rolling with the homecoming pride tonight. Everything's heavy, but everything's finally looking right. I gave it all to the highway, I gave it all to the driver. Seeing you waiting is the reason I'm still alive. I remember the nights I nearly broke down in the pouring rain, wondering if the paycheck was ever worth the heavy strain. But I look at my hands on the steering wheel, weathered and stained with oil, the fruit of a lifetime spent in the cab of a veteran of the soil. I ain't crying, it's just the dust from the road inside my eyes. Finally trading the lonesome moon for the morning sunrise. The engine's cooling down at last, leaving all the shadows in the past, taking off the boots and the heavy load, closing up the book of the open road.
Home at last, journey done, setting sun.
Hey, I'm rolling with the homecoming pride tonight. Everything's heavy, but everything's finally looking right. I gave it all to the highway, I gave it all to the driver. Seeing you waiting is the reason I'm still alive.
storming hot and steel. The slab is calling out to me, it's thirsty for the heat. I can feel the heavy thunder pulsing underneath my seat. Got the stacks pointing high, screaming at the morning blue, doing exactly what this monster was born to damn well do. I ain't just driving, son, I'm conquering the land with 18 wheels of fury at the mercy of my hand. Can you feel the pressure building? Can you feel the metal strain? Well, it's like a tidal wave through the sunshine and the rain. It's a different kind of power, it's a different kind of soul. When you're sitting on the throne and you're in total control. It's the big wheels thunder, screaming on the interstate, gripping on the concrete slab, we're never running late. Feel the iron heartbeat, feel the gravity defy, a rolling king of thunder underneath the open sky. I'm bypassing the small talk, I'm bypassing the rest, putting every piston in every gear to the ultimate test. The turbo's whistling a melody of pure and raw desire, burning up the asphalt with a cold and blue line fire. Don't you try to catch me, don't you try to slow me down. I'm a hurricane of diesel passing through your quiet town. Every bridge is shaking, every window starts to rattle. I'm the undisputed champion of the long-haul battle. Shift it higher, push it harder, feel the thunder in the steel, holding the line through the wind and the wheel. Unleash the power. It's the big wheels thunder, screaming on the interstate, gripping on the concrete slab, we're never running late. Feel the iron heartbeat, feel the gravity defy, a rolling king of thunder underneath the open sky. Big wheels thunder, rolling, rolling, keep rolling, rolling. Oh, 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 oh. Now he's thinking about me every night. Oh, is it true? No, it's just the interstate calling me back to the blue. I'm working late cause I'm a singer, no, a driver with a load, leaving my heart at the counter, taking my soul on the road. Steam is rising from the cup, a bitter kind of kiss. One last look at the neon sign, it's a feeling I'm gonna miss. I got that white line fever, I got that diesel in the cup. Time to wake the engine, time to wake the spirit up. But I know I said I'd stay a while, but I've got to put on another 1,000 miles. The blacktop's calling and the signal's turning green, the smoothest operation that you've ever damn well seen. Say giddy up, goodbye, honey, I'm moving like a wind. Don't you wait up for me, I don't know where I've been. That's at me, coffee driven, diesel living soul, keeping the rhythm and keeping the control. the turbo starts to wind, dancing with the shadows on the Carolina line. Walked in with a heavy heart, walked out with a caffeine rush, watching the morning sky turn from a gray to a golden blush. Don't be dramatic, it's just a long haul kind of life, trading the comfort for the edge of a lonesome night. One more sip for the lonesome wake, one more mile till the break of day, leaving the warmth of the diner seat, back to the drum of the concrete beat. Cup is empty, gears are ready, eyes are open, hand is steady. Cup is empty, gears are ready, eyes are open, hand is steady. Say giddy up, goodbye, honey, I'm moving like the wind. Don't you wait up for me, I don't know where I've been. That's that me, coffee driven, diesel living soul, keeping the rhythm and keeping the control. Get it? Goodbye for now. Keep rolling. Well, I've been on the road for long enough. Maybe you can show me how to love the rough. The city's cold and empty, no one's around to judge. I'm pushing through the shadows with a lonesome kind of grudge. The dashboard's glowing purple, the sleep is dark and deep. I've got 1,000 miles of promises that I've gotta keep. I look around and see the highway signs in blue, reflecting off the chrome, reminding me of you. I said, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. When I'm caught within the flashing yellow light, no, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. The highway's calling me a bit too much. I'm just a lonesome sleeper in the middle of the night. No, I can't sleep until I'm through the center of the light. I'm running through the silence, I'm running through the cold. A midnight story that is never getting old. Distance is a fever in my brain, running through the sunshine and the rain. I'm never gonna let the fire die underneath the lonesome violet sky. I'm just a lonesome sleeper in the middle of the night. No, I can't sleep until I'm through the center of the light. I'm running through the silence, I'm running through the cold. A midnight story that is never getting old. I need a steady line, I need a heavy frame. Once the wheels start turning, it's never quite the same. I'm looking for the rhythm in the pistons and the gear, watching all the city lights slowly disappear. I see the world in motion, I see the world in gray. Just another 1,000 miles before the break of day. Got the window cracked open, feel the midnight air. Diesel in my spirit, wind inside my hemisphere. Ooh, the diesel pulse, they keep me moving when the signals start to fade. Holding on to the control, the finest operation that the highway ever made. I'm just dancing with the diesel pulse tonight. Everything is moving in the amber dashboard light. One more mile, one more gear, one more steady beat. Feeling the vibration from the head down to the feet. Strength and guidance, that's all I ever ask. Focus on the white line, focus on the task. I don't need no music, I don't need no sound, just a steady wave for beat pounding on the ground. Every bridge I cross is a rhythm in my soul, taking back the power, taking back control. If you see the chrome flashing in the moonlight glare, know the diesel pulse is the only reason I am there. The engine breathes, the pulse is deep, the road is ours. Sub bass drum, steady breath, nocturnal flow. I'm just dancing with the diesel pulse tonight. Everything is moving in the amber dashboard.
Daddy told me, son, don't you ever let the highway win. It'll take your soul and give you back a heart of rusted tin. But I climbed into the cab when I was barely 21, and I've been chasing down the shadows since the day that I begun. Now the joints are getting stiff, getting buried on the rise, and the engine singing songs that my younger self never heard. Checking the logbook for the very final time, watching the sunset on the West Virginia line. Yeah, Harlem gang, fever, get it riding on a middle, middle white lines. Fever start to paralyze your right. Holding up for freedom is a heavy kind of debt, the kind of life you live or you will never have a damn moment. It's coming through the gray, trading in the midnight. I gave her to the steel. Now I'm finally letting go of the lonesome iron wheel. I've seen the boom towns crumble and the city lights go dark, leaving every memory like a fading diesel spark. I carry the weight of a nation on my back, through the mud and the mountain and the lonely frozen track. And I ain't looking for no medal, I ain't looking for no praise, just a little bit of silence at the end of all these days. The trailer's nearly empty and the spirit's nearly through doing the only thing I ever really knew how to do. The road goes on forever, but the driver has to stop before the final curtain and the heavy hammers drop. I'm turning off the signal, I'm turning off the light, stepping out of shadow and into the morning bright. Miles are gone, gears are still, heart is quiet, peace of mind. I'm on the last saw, moving through the gray, trading in the midnight for a quiet kind of day. I gave my life to the asphalt, I gave mine to the steel. Now I'm finally letting go of the lonesome iron wheel. Last mile, journey's end, keep rolling.
I'm passing through the toll, passing through the light, watching every street light flickering in time. Get up when I'm hitting every gear. See the shadows of the past slowly start to disappear. Got the yellow on the dash, got the ember in the sky. I'm a highway jumping outlaw with a fire in my eye. My Sundays haggard and black at the streak of the light, like a shooting star burning through the center of the night. The needle's on the edge and the spirit's on the run. I'm the undisputed master of the midnight sun. Get the lights on the highway glow, watching the world in a high-speed show. It's an adrenaline rush, it's a physical force, keeping the steel on a steady aim course. I remember back then when the load was getting slow. Now I'm moving with a power that the city doesn't know. Passing every sleeper, passing every lonesome rig. Got a mission in my heart and it's getting really big. Check the mirror for the flash, check the gauges for the heat. Feel the level for pounding underneath the seat. It's a rodeo of diesel, it's a bucking bronco drive. The only way I know to feel 100% alive. Shift it higher, push it harder. Feel the thunder in the steel, holding the line through the wind and the wheel. See the lights. Watching the world in a high-speed show. It's an adrenaline rush, it's a physical force, keeping the steel on a steady aim course. Lights up, flashing, still rolling. Lights up, flashing, still rolling. Lights up, flashing, still rolling. Keep rolling. Keep I found a room wide and free. I follow the white lines where they wanted me to be. I was just a kid when I first climbed in the cab, searching for a future on this cold and concrete slab. But now I see the beauty in the distance and the drive. It's the only way I know to feel 100% alive. Holding the wheel like a lover in the night. stronger than the wind, leaving every shadow and every place I've been. I carry the load with a quiet kind of pride, with the ghost of the highway running deep inside. They say the road is lonely, but I've never felt alone. I'm sitting on the glory of an ironclad throne. Every gear I shift is a promise that I keep, guide me through the valley while the rest of the world's asleep. The engine breathes a steady line, and everything is looking fine. I'm holding on to the peace I found on this high fidelity ground. Pulse is steady, road is ready, spirit's free. I'm moving to the rhythm of a trucker's steady heart. I knew this was my calling from the very first start. The asphalt's pulsing underneath my heavy-duty frame, winning at the long haul, winning at the game. Steady rhythm, asphalt pulse, keep rolling. I can take you for a ride on my 810-wheeler. We can go to the coast or the mountain line. Doesn't really matter where the road is leading, as long as I'm driving and you're doing fine. I've been working this wreck since the break of the morning, checking the grease and the chrome and the gear. There's a power in the seat that I can't explain, watching every city slow disappear. And we can go slow, or we can move fast, leaving the shadows of the city in the past. Down through the valley where the tall pines grow, taking our time with the heavy duty show. 'Cause I'm a truck driving man and I'm proud of the line, working the 11-4 and making it shine. It ain't just a job, it's a way to be free, sitting on the throne of the interstate scene. The only shine. It ain't just a job, it's a way to be free, sitting on the throne of the interstate sea. Just a truck driving man, steady on the line. Keep rolling. As the shadows leave the valley and the stars begin to fade, I'm counting up the promises and choices that I made. I've been driving through the winter of a long and a lonesome soul, trying to find a season where I find the feel. The frost is on the mirror and the coffee's nearly gone, but I can feel the rhythm of a coming of age dawn. And I'll dream of every exit that I didn't take before, as I'm pushing this old engine just a little bit more. And I'm studying to the right, searching for a frequency that's finally mine. But now the light is looking thin, waiting for the moment that the world starts again. Oh, I see the daybreak on the horizon line. Everything is heavy, but it's gonna be fine. I'm trading in the darkness for a golden kind of grace, finding my reflection in the morning's open space. I am halfway to the border, I am halfway to the end, looking for a highway that I can finally call a friend. My ties are tied of the ice and the grit, but I'm finding my spirit in the center of it. So I'll keep the hammer down and I'll keep the spirit high, watching every shadow say a final goodbye. The road is the teacher and the lesson is clear. The light is only beautiful because of the fear. Well, the sun is rising over the divide, taking all the lonesome away from the inside. I'm moving forward with a veteran's heart, making a beautiful and brand new start. Light is coming, light is over, drive is steady, heart is ready. Oh, I see the daybreak on the horizon line. Everything is heavy, but it's gonna be fine. I'm trading in the darkness for a golden kind of grace, finding my reflection in the morning's open space. New day, almost home, keep rolling. Oh. This here man needs a house and a wide picket fence, but I'll tell you right now, that don't make no sense. I've got a sleeper full bedroom, a dashboard full view, and 100,000
1,000 miles of something better to do. My mama called me poison, my boss calls me late, but I'm the undisputed king of the interstate. I don't need a garden or a patch of the land, just a steering wheel fitting in the palm of my hand. Yeah, she's a pretty little monster, so big still, gradual wood with every turn of the wheel. This working man's heaven, it's a working man's hell, but I'm wearing this diesel like a high-class smell. Give me 40 acres and I'll turn this rig around. I'm the highest flying bird that's never hitting the ground. It's 40 acres of freedom every time I shift the gear, leaving all my troubles in the mud and the mirror. Truck stop, ordered coffee and a steak. The waitress asked me, honey, how much can you take? I said, I'll take the whole horizon and a sight of the rain before I hop back in the cab and do it all again. I got a CB radio that's full of dirty jokes and a spirit that's as steady as the piston strokes. I ain't looking for a savior, I ain't looking for a wife. I'm just married to the rhythm of the long haul life. The road is long and the coffee is black, and there ain't no point in looking back. I'm a gear grinding, line winding son of a gun, having more than my share of the highway fun. Turn it wide, let it slide, diesel pride, hell of a ride. Give me 40 acres and I'll turn this rig around. I'm the highest flying bird that's never hitting the ground. It's 40 acres of freedom every time I shift the gear, leaving all my troubles in the mud and the mirror. 40 acres, that's all I need. I'll turn this rig around. I'm the highest flying bird that's never hitting the ground. It's 40 acres of freedom every time I shift the gear, leaving all my troubles in the mud and the mirror.